We are in conversation with Joanna Krupa.
More stylish New Yorker.
The Curtis Stone.
Keep in mind that I am the law.
You know, it's something you can do as a group.
Here with the beautiful Priyanka Chopra.
Will you be walking?
Yes.
So you've always had success, but lately you've been on fire.
Call 555-723.
You got lots of publicity.
Hey everybody, it's Pre with Publicity. I'm here with Stephen A. Smith from ESPN's First Take. There's so much celebrity factor surrounding an athlete. They're so easily accessible. They're scrutinized. They're in a fishbowl. What are the advantages, the disadvantages of them being so accessible these days?
Well, first of all, the money. If you're a professional athlete, the likelihood is that you're getting paid, and you're getting paid far more money than you would be getting paid working a 9 to 5. So you get the obvious out of the way. And then as it pertains to accessibility, some would argue they're not that accessible, that they're far less accessible than people realize. What has transpired is that in a world of social media, just because somebody is tweeting or tweeting you back doesn't mean they're accessible. They're telling you what they want to tell you. They're telling you what they want to hear. They're not exposed to some kind of probing or uncomfortable inquiry or anything like that. Sometimes that happens to be the case because they have to deal with us. But when they try to do things on their own in terms of social media and what have you, they're able to shield themselves from a multitude of those things. But in the end, the advantages are exponential because you're making money for playing a game, and you're making more money than you'd ever make in your lifetime doing almost anything else. And so that's an incredible advantage because it affords you a quality of life that you otherwise wouldn't be willing to have. And the fact that you have social media at your disposal is actually an advantage to them because they're able to utilize that to get their voice out in a multitude of ways without having to deal with us sometimes. It doesn't help them shape our opinions. As a matter of fact, it usually gets them in more trouble. But in the end, it's a choice that they make. And when you're making choices and you're making money at the same time, it's not a bad position to be in.
Do you feel like they have a responsibility to be a role model? Technically, they signed up to be an athlete. Did they sign up to be a role model as well? Do they have this responsibility?
You do sign up to be a role model simply because you instantly recognize that you have the power to influence lives, young lives. And as a result of that, sometimes it's unfair to them because, again, they're not the parents. And a lot of times you have adults in positions of authority who try to push that responsibility off on them, and it's incredibly unfair. But that doesn't absolve them from the responsibility as a role model that they have because, again, you are who you are. And when you are in the public eye, that's just what comes with it. I'm in a public eye. I'm a role model, all right? I'm held to a certain level of accountability as well because I can influence the lives of other people, of younger people. I didn't ask for that responsibility. To be quite honest with you, I don't particularly want it. But I accept the fact that it is what it is. And I can either accept it and move forward, or I can deny that responsibility, act up, and lose it all, and go broke.
Thank you so much for those wise words. Stephen A. Smith.